Whoa, what's up, guys? Welcome to this YouTube channel, honey. We're going to call this Lounging with Lett, okay? Where I just speak about everything, I guess. We're going to see how it turns out, okay? And so this is a time where I just either before I start my day or maybe at the end of the day. But if I'm going to work, I don't know if I'm going to be doing a video at the end of the day. We'll see how it works out. And this is like one of my favorite things to do is to like chill, drink me some coffee, honey, and just chill. I don't think people, take the time to chill. So anywho, I love Starbucks coffee. I had to break up with the store though because all their lattes and stuff has too much sugar. It's like 3 days worth of sugar in a latte. Buy Starbucks. I'm gonna see you later. But I still love the coffee. So this coffee is their little breakfast blend. And I put that pumpkin spice, that Trader Joe's pumpkin spice, dip that right in there. See that? Got my signs of fall, honey. So anyway, before I get started, I just wanted to thank everyone with all y'all comments and stuff on my Instagram. Like, thank you. And we're going to get into, how that all started. We're going to get there. This is the background video, okay? The first one. So, you have a thought, you execute it, you don't really know how it's going to turn out. Well, I know I don't. So, yes, I want to thank y'all for the comments, for the positivity, from my church folks, my work boos, my Red Lobster crew, even Shari, honey, Shari's a low-key hater, but, seeing her mom like do things is very good. It's good to show your children hard work and inspiration. Okay, so let me start there. So everyone knows I had kids in my 20s. I had Shari at 20. I had Marquise at 25. So for me, once I had children, literally my life hit a pause. I couldn't think about nothing but raising good, intelligent human beings. That is what my focus turned to. So I really couldn't focus on what was my passion in life, which was something that I raised my children that way as they were getting older. And I mean, honey, I was like a drill sergeant parent. Like, we got to have goals. You got to have objectives. Like, what are you doing in life? What is your goal? Like, I crack myself up. At the beginning of every school year with them, I would always sit both of them down, give them this speech talking about, all right, guys, the school year is getting ready to start. I am the queen of the castle. You are the princess. You are the prince. This is what I expect. Come in this house with C's is unacceptable. Being average is unacceptable. I want A's and B's, and you all can do it. And I would do that speech before the school year started. So that's just how I raised them. By the time Shari was in the 8th grade, she came to me with, Mom, I know what I want to do. Okay, girl, what you want to do? And she was like, I want to be a fashion stylist, and I want to go to school in California. I said, but listen, we're going to have to stay on the East Coast, okay? Because it's going to take me too long to get to you in the event of an emergency, so we're not doing that. That's how I felt at the time. But like now, I'm older. She wanted to do that. That'd be fine. And I mean, if y'all know me, y'all know Marquise has wanted to be everything, honey. He wanted to be a wrestler at first. I was like, oh my God, please, no. What? But I guess they might, but I don't know. They be getting beat up, necks broken. Marquise, come on. Then he went through a spell wanting to be the president of the United States. I mean, that was hilarious because, he was serious. And even I remember when he graduated 6th grade, And I, went to the little ceremony, and like we was leaving, and I was like taking some pictures of him, and like teachers and stuff was coming up. Okay, Mr. President, bye. I was dying, like, oh, he's serious. Okay, then he chucked that. He gave that the deuces, and then he wanted to, be in sports. He started his sports thing when he was about, let me see, fifth grade, maybe sixth, seventh grade. He decided he wanted to, do sports, and so he's still on that path. He wants to be a sports analyst or something like that. So that's him. Okay, so as I'm raising these, brilliant humans, there was no time for me to try to figure out what I wanted to do. But I kept pushing them, telling them, listen, follow your passion in life. Whatever you're passionate about, follow that. I was like, don't be like your mom. Follow your passion, whatever you want to do. You will have your life will be more fulfilled if you do what you love. And they did it. I'm not going to, that's just that. Shari is doing something else, but that's another talk. We'll talk about that another time. So yeah, so I think when I turned like 35, a light bulb went off in my head. Like, okay, these kids you about done with them. So let me see, 35, had Shari at 20. So Shari was 15 and Marquise was, 10. And so, by that, they're getting older. They're, on their path. Then I was able to let up off that pause button just a little bit to try to focus on myself and try to figure out, what I wanted to do, because I have a federal government job, but when I think back to what made me want that, I basically just wanted that because I wanted stability and I knew I could make a lot of money. I knew that if you apply yourself, you can do okay. And I did. I applied myself. I think I was like 26 when I started in the federal government, and I just, worked my way up so that I can take care of my kids, have stability, have good insurance for them, period. That's all I knew at the time. Times have changed. You can do anything now, but back then that's what my focus was, and that's what I did. So, as I'm once at 35, I was like, yeah, honey, I work for this federal government, but is this my passion? No, it is not. So what are we passionate about? What do we like? I didn't even know. So time went on, the kids was getting, older, and, I'm at work, and what started happening was I started getting compliments on my outfits that I wore to work. I don't even know when this happened, because once your kids get older, you can focus on yourself a little more. And, I guess, once Shari, because when my kids get 16, I tell them to get a job. Marquise has not. He going to be short, honey. Okay? Because I already had a speech with him. But anyway, we're going to talk about that another day. But, Shari had a job, so I made her just take care of herself. Get your own hair done. Get your own nails done. Like, get out of here. Being a single parent is different. You want to get your kids on their own so you can have your money back. Hello? Well, I know that was my story. I don't know about nobody else. I don't even think I care. But for me, I want you to have your own coins. Take care of yourself so I can reclaim my life back. Thank you. So, I started getting compliments on my outfits, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, this is cute. Okay, all right, compliments. And time just kept going on. Compliments, me putting outfits together. And then I got to a point, like, this is not certain little quirky things about me. People do not know. And when I tell them, like, I'll share them with my husband, like I shared something with him the other day. I was like, babe, you don't know this about me. And we died laughing. He was cracking up. I was like, yeah, I'm crazy. But, you know, as time went on, I started, my goal in getting dressed was to make sure that I got a compliment on that outfit. I am not joking. So, you know, internally I would be like, oh Lord, this is stressful, honey. But honey, when we walk out the house, we needs to get a compliment on this ensemble, honey. That's why it's an ensemble. It ain't no outfit. Because I'm putting it together. So, you know, that was happening. And I was like, you know what? I need to do something with this. I need to do something with the fact that I can put outfits together. I can put looks together. I need to do something with that. So let's just put a pin on that. So I'm going along and I hear about it's this legging company called LuLaRoe. And, you know, they sell leggings and then they started selling other stuff, whatever. And I was like, that looked like something interesting, you know, that I can get into. So I like contacted a rep to see what the buy-in is. You know, any company you want to join or whatever, it's always an initial investment. So I asked the girl, I reached out to somebody. She was like, oh, so excited to hear, you know, they so excited. Yes, blah, 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 $5,000. $5,000? Oh, no, you can miss me with that. I'm not doing that. So I'm like, I don't have no $5,000. So I don't know about that, you know. So it just so happened. But let me tell you something. Okay, so a lot of y'all know I am a Jesus girl. And so that is how my life is. Like anything that I want, anything that I dream, anything that I aspire to have, because I have a relationship with God, I just take it to him. Like, this is something I want to do. I think this would be good. I don't have no $5,000. So I ended up having a conversation with, randomly, one day, Pastor D. It was some event at church. If you know me, you know Pastor D. That's my pastor. So it was some event at the church, and it was these other ladies. One was an entrepreneur. Pastor D is an entrepreneur. Then it was this other lady. And so we was just all chatting, and I was like, yeah, I want to do these leggings, but the investment is like 5Gs. One of the ladies said, why don't you just do it yourself? I said, what? Do it myself? Like, my brain was not. She was like, yeah, you can get leggings yourself and buy them yourself. Because she was like doing jewelry. She was like, because I wanted to do jewelry. I started whatever, but it was better for me to just buy my own stuff and market it that way. And this is me, right? I was like, oh, okay. So, I mean, what would I even call that? Leaders Leggings? They was like, I like that name. I said, what? So, anywho, it took me a whole, like, I don't know if it took me a whole year, but it took me several months to, like, get the concept together, you know, talk to Pastor D. She's telling me how to trademark my company, register my company, yada, yada, yada. So then, of course, I forget what year I did that. I wonder if it had to be 2018. So 2018 is when I did that, launched Leaders Leggings at first. So I'm doing Leaders Leggings. I'm still getting compliments on my clothes. And my brain is like, we're going to want to branch into clothes. We're going to want to do that. But, you know, let's just keep it moving. And then at the same time, you know, social media is popping. You know, I hear about influencers and things like that. So I started having a conversation with my sister, one of my sisters. I said, Mel, you know what? I would love to be an influencer for my age demographic. She was like, oof, Lee, you know you're going to have to take a picture every day. I said, I know, man. How in the world am I going to do that? She was like, buy a selfie stick. I said, oh, gosh. I was like, all right. Y'all, before I did this video, I had to go back and research. When did I buy that selfie stick? Of course, it's Amazon. So I went to Amazon. I started looking through all my purchases. Whole bunch of pages. And so it was December 31st, to be exact. December 31st, 2018 is when I bought the selfie stick. Y'all know I ain't started doing them pictures to this year. Okay. So anyway. So, but that's when, you know, I got the idea. I talked to my sister, and I just had to keep being like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? You know, because another thing is I traveled with work all the time. Like, Corona has really wrecked the economy, left a lot of people. So, of course, I thought I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, and I did not. And a call came through. So, hopefully, I can merge these videos together. So, yeah, so Corona has, like, wrecked the economy, you know, left people, you know, without jobs. It's just been a mess. People have died, you know, which is all horrible. But I have used it to really, you know, sit down and focus on, you know, the things that I wanted to do in life. So, you know, I didn't really do too much at the height of Corona, you know, mail stuff. The USPS system was like tragic, you know, so I really wasn't like pumping Lita's leggings. I really wasn't doing anything, right? So then, you know, as time is going on, I started thinking about just a couple things that I wanted for my life and stuff like that, because I would always say, like, my agency doesn't telework, but we were forced to telework, you know, due to the pandemic. So I would always say, man, if I could telework, y'all know how we do. Man, if I could telework, I can get so much done. You know, I could focus on my business, blah, blah, blah. So I actually I said, oh, come on, Lee. You said if you could telework, you would focus on your business and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, let me go ahead. Let me start focusing, you know. Let me do what I said I would do in the event that I could telework. Like, don't be sitting up here asking God for something. Then when it comes, you don't do it, okay? But that's a word, and you know, we gonna keep going. So I, you know, basically just initiated what I said. So I start thinking, I'm like, all right, okay, all right, let me see what I'm gonna do. I said, I need some money to, you know, invest back into my business, you know. I said, well, if I'm going to get ready to invest back into my business, let me just go ahead and relaunch it for the clothing part. I was like, you know, let's just go for it like that. So that's what I did. I was like, well, what? I've been had the idea. I think I got the idea last year to have a website, call it Leader's Closet, where I would have some pieces, you know, that, you know, you can wear or whatever, to, like, you know, just some pieces for your wardrobe or whatever. And at the same time, like, showcase how I wear clothes, be it from my own, you know, website or from clothes I get from other places, you know. And I just thought that would be a good idea. I thought it would be a full circle, you know, full circle thing. People will see my style. Oh, I like how she paired that up. Oh, what? She's selling stuff? Let me check that out. Let me buy that. That's cute. And I think I'm right, though. I think I'm right. Like, it is really fun. It's fun. Point blank, period. You know, so that's where I am now, and that's what I'm doing. And, you know, that's why y'all see all these pictures and all these things. You know, I want to be a influencer for my age demographic, which is, you know, right now, yesterday I turned 43, so which is, you know, early 40s right now. So Shari calls us the 40s. Like, Shari is like if I show her some clothes or if I show her some stuff I'm going to sell, you know, on Leader's Closet. So some stuff Shari is like, oh, that's cute, which I like, you know, because I like that. I am saying that my clothes is like fashion for all ages, because like certain pieces my mama get, I'll get, Shari will get. I think that's tight. You know, the same piece all of us will buy. Well, I am buying it, hell. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. But if it's something Shari don't like, let me tell you something. I be hollering. Shari be like, That's for the 40s. Man, I be screaming. I'm like, this girl is crazy. So yeah. So that's what it is. And so we're gonna see, where it go. I don't know where to go. But shout out to my, I don't know what to call her, man. I don't know what to call her. Unofficial silent marketer. I don't really know, because this is where the videos came in. One of my friends at work, Maro, we're at work, and I started doing the pictures first, and me and her was talking about something. We was talking about a Instagram post that she sent us in our little group, and we was dying laughing at the person, right? And the person is, of course, an influencer and yada yada yada. So we're like talking about him, and I'm talking, and I'm like, yeah, da, 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 and I'm like moving my hands, and we're like cracking up. And she was like, Melita, you need to do videos. I was like, do what? She was like, you need to do videos. I said, she was like, you are the brand. You are the brand of what you're doing. You need to do videos. She was like, people need to see your personality with what you're doing. I was like, huh. Okay. I said, what would these videos be about? Let's talk about it. She was like, they could be about anything. I said, well, the only thing I really like to talk about is fashion. That's it. That's a period. She was like, well, let it be about that then. I said, okay. She said, but you have a personality. You need to let that shine. I said, okay. So, shout out to Mara. She get all the props because she was right. I did that first video. Y'all was loving that. I was like, what is going on here? Because, this is me. I'm just being myself. But y'all are like loving it. So, I appreciate that. And, Mara has, Mara is behind the scenes, guys. I'm trying to tell y'all, like, she is like, okay, Melita, you need to, it is, so after I did the first couple videos, she was like, okay, Melita, a couple technical things. I said, what? Because this is me. Now, listen, I think Mara is the only person that can do this. So don't think y'all can be telling me stuff, because you might get cursed out. No, you cannot. Only Mara. Okay? Thank you. Because I have gotten a lot of unsolicited advice, which I told her. I said, Mara, I have gotten so much unsolicited advice that I don't want to be no, that ain't what I want to do. I'm not doing that. No. I don't know how Mara came with her advice. I don't know. It's always in what a person says, how a person says it, that'll make me, I don't really know what it is, but only Mara can do it. Okay. So after the first video, Mara said, okay, Melita, we need to talk about some technical things. I said, okay, what? And so she started talking the light. I was like, yeah, the glare, my glass. She was like, yeah, look, push the thing up. Oh, okay, girl. So I did it. She was like, yes, Melita, much better. I said, I know, right? And then just some other things as I'm going along. And she's like, okay, Melita, you should do this. Like, Mara needs to be hired, honey, but I don't got no money. I'm spending all my money on clothes. So anywho, but we gonna do something nice for her. But so yeah, and so what happens is, as I went into this influencer world, I started following 3. And honey, man, they got all these platforms, y'all. They're like, if you need to have a YouTube, you need to have a blog. Y'all, now, a lot of y'all know I did have a blog. I started a blog when my dad died. It was just a way to get my emotions out there, and I'm very creative, so I was like doing this blog. That's why I'm doing the video. That's why I'm doing the YouTube, because I'm just like, man, I don't see how I can write right now. But I got some pointers from my sister, so I think the blog will probably come next year, early next year, I think, is when I'll do the blog thing, and I'll just have, all these platforms tied up like a bow. Because my mom and my sister, those are my, like, creative directors. I go to them with my initial idea, And they're like, yeah, Lee, you know, and da-da-da. I'm like, okay, okay, okay. Because you got to have good people to talk to. Okay, but that's another story another day. So I think that's it. I think that is the behind the scenes. I just wanted to give y'all just a lot of background on what is this girl doing. Yes, honey, this is what I'm doing. So this is my goal now. You know, y'all know it would be great if I could ditch the federal government, honey, and just do my own thing for real. You know, I just hit 15 years in September 5th to be exact. 5th or 6th, something like that. And you know, one of my friends and my mom, they was like, you know, just make it to 20. Can I make it to 20, Lord? But yeah, I can make it to 20. Because I got some debt I need to clear up. So I'm giving myself 5 years to clear up this debt. And you know, we'll see what happens. You know, because if y'all was following me on Instagram when I said when I put up there how Microsoft is letting their employees telework permanently. What I need a y'all need to know I was right on that Microsoft careers. Like I be Microsoft, what y'all got going on? But honey, I'm not that smart. Okay, I don't know all that. Excuse me, technical mumbo jumbo. Okay, I was saying, dude, they must need a program manager, but it was like a lot of technical. I ain't interested. So yeah, so we'll just see how it goes. So yeah, so this lounging with Lett segment, you know, that I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna just be talking about everything, you know, all kinds of topics. If you have a topic you want me to talk about, you can put it in the comments. And just know if you have a topic you want me to talk about, the outcome might not be like what you want. You know, I have a couple topics I need to cover from one of my Instagram peeps that want me to do a video on something, and you know, I'm gonna do it. I just don't think it's gonna turn out how I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, you can put ideas down in the box. You know, I'm gonna try to do these once a week. We'll see how it goes. And just thanks for y'all support, guys. Y'all know, you know, if you like the video, you gotta like it, you gotta subscribe. Y'all know how it works. Y'all know how it go. And I will holler at y'all next time.